You should have seen the look on his face when I left him there.
So you found a way in after all. Impressive. Too bad it's a dead end. Unless you can smash through solid bedrock, you'll never find me. Plotting something, are we? Well, that rusty heap has been gathering dust for decades. You may as well just give up.
you summon me again? I grow tired of this mortal.
Just help me! How did you... I yield. Just follow me outside, all right? I promise I will explain everything. I know how this looks, but you have to understand. Those shadow cultists meant to slit my throat. I had to leave. My life was in danger. Don't you see that? Fine. I made a bargain with Clavicus Vile. I know. Questionable. Just hear me out. All he wanted was a key. If I got it for him, he'd make me the ruler of Clockwork City. Unfortunately, someone stole the key before I could deliver it. Some daft talking crows. After that terrible business with the Shadow, I returned to my office to think. I arrived just in time to see one of those disgusting birds make off with the artifact. I panicked and ran here to hide. On my life, I did not. I wanted to heal the city, not destroy it. If I had known, I swear I never would have gone through with it. Yes, my methods were unconventional, I admit it. But you have to understand, I didn't do this for me. I did it for the city. Look around. Bloodthirsty fabricants, barren wastes, crumbling towers. This is all Sotha Seal's fault. He abandoned us. While he tinkers away in the Centralis, we scrape by. Eating nutriment paste and hiding from killer machines. Is that fair? Should we thank him for that? My eyes are open. The people of Clockwork City deserve better. I thought so. Look, bartering with Clavicus Vile was unwise, I know. Offering Daedric to Dark Princes was a mistake. Even so, useful. Our enemy better than you. You've made a choice. Back to the brass, I will admit. Perhaps I can help you in due course. Once we arrive at the Basilica, I can explain everything to Varun.
Chancellor Gascon.
Oh no. Luciana, just let me explain.
Shut that lying mouth of yours or I'll shut it for you. They're digging this traitorous mongrel out of the Terminus. Varuni wants you back at the Basilica.
I smell a mortar.
Greetings. Please restrict dangerous experiments to designated areas.
I told you what I know, Varuni. I'm trying to make this right.
Welcome back. I was just having a little chat with former Chancellor Gascoigne. He insists he's told me everything, but I know him well enough to know he's still hiding something. Honestly, I can barely stand to look at it to oil his way out when his plots fall apart. What did he tell you? Any specific leads we can follow up on? The Congress of Calibration thanks you for your service. And on a personal note, I applaud your mercy. Gascoigne's an insufferable traitor, but he's still an apostle. Lord Set always said we should take care of each other. Take this, and my thanks. Obviously, we need to recover this mysterious key. I don't know where it is, or what it does, but if Daedric princes intend to mount an invasion... Gascoigne insisted that Talking Crows stole the key from him, right? We should start with them. According to the constables, the birds started stealing things as soon as they arrived. I've never seen a crow before. Is that sort of thing unusual? Well, the fact that they arrived so soon after you revealed the shadow is suspicious. But they seem more interested in simple mischief than anything else. Ask around the Chancel of Transaction. Perhaps one of our constables can tell you more. The sermons never prepared us for something like this. Perhaps, when this is all over, Lord Set can write an addendum on what to do when Talking Crows and Daedric monsters come calling.
I am pleased to meet you. Entity name not found.
Go on, get out of here.
Where we go? Are we pans? Eyes! Ah! Sweet, juicy eyes!
Such flavor.
Ah! Tender bits!
Vile beasts. Come to gawk at the birds? Just keep those heels spring-loaded, friend. The big one there nearly pecked an apostle's ear off. She said it was due for a replacement anyway, but even so, I'm sure it didn't tickle. Well, may Sothasil bless your attempt. Honestly, if you got them to stop bickering and babbling for even a moment, I'd probably slip a spring. Other than everywhere, the loudest gather around a tree just outside the Basilica. I assume those are the ones you're after. I'll demand some kind of ridiculous tribute, I guarantee it. Don't do anything stupid, all right? I pity the factotum that has to clean his holy likeness up there. I've never seen so many droppings in one place. What, like the birds? No. We did have a skeevaton infestation once. Someone left the fabricator running and it spewed out thousands and thousands of the things. The apostles deployed Clockwork cats to catch them, but then we had too many cats.
My functions permit me to assist all customers.
Intruder! Halt! Halt! Speak or be pecked! Spy! Stay back, girl! Wait! I know you! The Duke's tall, fat-legged vassal from Crowswood! Ha! Well, we're not in Crowswood anymore. Nevertheless, Go look for shinies somewhere else. Spy! No talking! I know a spy when I see one. The Exarchs of Dross may share meat with featherless giants, but not the Black Feather Court! In wartime, only approach without tribute. Knows that? Yes! Shinies for the Duke! We demand a treasure from our enemy! The metal man who shouts at us. Constance, may his tail droop and his wings wither! Snatch up his silver treasure. Parlay. Go! Kitty clanking clothes. Or maybe he hides treasure away in the stone nest called cloisters. That is for you to find out, Featherless. Now go!
Please remain at a safe distance, resident. Full malfunction detected.
Look who's back. Just couldn't turn the key on the bird. Don't be too on yourself. At least you've still got all your fingers. I told you they'd ask for something. A silver treasure. Oh, of course! I can't. Oh, there's cute a canteen. Well, they can't have it. Sorry, mate, but I'm not about to give those scavengers anything. Fine, but this had better work. If these vermin are still filching our tools and tableware in a week's time, I'll know who to blame.
Well, do you have our shinies, spy? Slange, fine. The little man gave you this treasure willingly. Why? Ah! He quails at the might of the court and wishes to surrender. Yes! Yes, we accept. A fitting prize, this canteen. Perhaps you are a worthy crow friend after all. Ask your questions. Ask. A key? Yes, the great prize, the shiniest lock poker. Our heroic Knight of Marrow breached the gates and claimed it from the clumsy apostles and our Exarch foes. The featherless ones squabble over its whereabouts, but they'll never find it. Never! No, only our Duke of Crows knows. You cannot speak to him, crow friend, not without an escort. Find the Knight of Marrow. He is our grandest champion, sleek and strong. Honor him with shinies and sweet meats, and he may help. By a great waterfall, south and east, swooning like a lovesick dove, no doubt. Even now he builds his lady love a glorious nest, but she is fickle and he is foolish. Go and talk to him. He needs adventure.
All prices have been calculated with current market trends.
Who is this? Do you come to challenge the Knight of Marrow? Have at me, featherless foe. Silly god. But I warn you, you touch this magnificent trove at your pair, gathered these treasures of, and I would sooner than let you take them. What say you, featherless? The Duke holds court in Blackfeather Castle. I could arrange a meeting, but can't you see? Heartache has clipped my wings. Lady Blightwing spurns me. My heroic exploits and shiny gifts only bore her. Mine is a tale of woe. Woe! You would do that? But how? I gathered a great hoard of glistening treasures and sweetmeats, and she only laughed. Laughed! Perhaps a different gift. You featherless ones sometimes woo with song and verse, yes? Teach me. Yes, a poem! A trinket unlike any other! The flightless oafs who live here in the fortress hid a great hoard of words in one of their stone houses. If you help me pluck the tenderest verses, I will take you to see the Duke. Follow me! The word vault is this way! This way! Here we are! The word vault lies behind that door. I shall perch here and await your swift return.
You need something? I'm sort of in the middle of this theorem, and... yep, lost it again. Damn. Well, you've got my attention now. What do you want? Love poem? By the gears, why do you want one of those? I don't stray far from the mathematics schools nowadays, but I used to love the Ballad of Brisbane, the Battle Axe. Might not be the sweetest verse, but it'll get your blood pumping. Spool 6.
Welcome to the Archivox, where all children of Sotha Seal may hear his divine word. What can I help you with? A love poem? Oh, where to begin? I have so many favorites. Perhaps the Song of the Axle. Or are you looking for something more conventional? Ode to Brass Lily might please you. It's over on spool 19.
By the word of Set, I am bound. To the box resident, how may I assist you? Just category not found. Your request, love or organism. I regret that I would help you. Please report the seat to the in residence.
Dreaming. Discarded flowers. Empty cylinder.
Thank you for your patience. This unit has generated an original composition based on your inquiry.
Love poem.
Please claim your word form at spool 17. Poem. A collection of...
My feathers quiver with inspiration. Tell me, have you found a poem worthy of Lady Blight? Well, which one should I use to woo my sharp-eyed love? Yes, perfect. Let's do that one. I can't wait to express my feelings in the sweaty, fat-legged, wingless tradition. Follow me to the machine district, Squire. You can finally meet my lady love. And the Duke, too, I guess. Away to the castle of my lady love.
potions to help you with your purchases.
Death and report. What's the situation in there?
Grim, Proctor. Daedric beasts and shadow cultists control much of the district. And the crows. The sky with them.
Come!
He's auxiliary. What are you doing here? First that bastard Devay, then now the crows? Your taste in companions grows worse by the hour. Sorry, we're having a very bad day. You mean to enter the machine district? Why? Normally, I'd say we should simply kill them all and take the key by force. But it seems these birds have a real talent for hiding things. Daedra and cultists tossed the district for hours, and from what we can tell, they didn't find anything. Fine, you can play their ridiculous game, for now. But I'm coming with you. I've lost enough citizens already. A word of advice. Don't let these Daedrists push you around. We need this key before it's too late.
No! Your metal woman is not allowed in Castle Blackfeather. I forbid it.
I don't want to near your filthy Cameron. Let's get this over with. Keep your sword armed. Daedra could be lurking around here.
Oh, Mother, help me.
My fair maiden of ruin, my heart swells to see you, like a dead cat's belly warmed by the sun. A brass lily nods under gentle showers, its shiny petals polished under a rain of kisses.
Rain? Oh, rain. Tickles my feather.
Oh, no, not real rain. A rain of, yes, ales.
Oh, Sir Knight, you know the way to my heart goes through my gullet. Bring me entrails and I shall share with you. Maybe.
She said yes! I owe you a debt, crow friend. Duke, Duke, may I present the featherless poet?
Approach, poet. Let them you. Hail, friend. Yes, I remember you. The wingless bat killer of Crow's Wood. Forget my twankiest vassal. Thank you for what you did for our gallant knight of Marrow. Now, what boon do you seek from the Black Feather Court? The shiniest? The great prize? Outrageous. What could you possibly offer us that rivals the luster of the magnificent Lockpoker? Speak quickly! Speak! My knights and I must prepare for our next battle with the Exarchs of Dross. You would take up the Black Feather banner? Tempting. The Exarchs use wingless allies to shoot down my vassals and scatter my treasures. But if we had a giant of our own, very well. I accept! Go! Destroy the Exarchs, and the key is yours! Yours! The Exarchs of Dross hate us. They envy our fine plumage and covet our gleaming treasures. I parleyed with their leader before, the Queen of Chaff. She thinks that Daedra will reward her for loyal service, but we know that's not true. Not true! Eon, through a pool of shadow, we heard the call of our...
So, we're going to fight birds. If only my Riemann Dragoons could see me now, channeling the arcane to defeat poultry. You know, it's times like these that I really wish I had a sense of humor. But since I don't, I expect you to keep the details of this entire escapade to yourself. You're really reaching. Enough small talk. Let's kick the droppings off our boots and get on with it.
Prepare to die!
Retreat! Retreat!
Thick-legged filth! We'll pack your eyes out!
Its arms will be the death of us! Fly! Fly!
you!
Fly, fools! Ha! Well struck, Squire. The Exarchs are in full retreat. Look how they like chicks and empty their bowels. The time has come out. Prepare greatest challenge, Crow friend. The motionless guardian. Yes, yes! The flightless cultists summoned it to guard their treasures. The guardian stands like a mountain of brass and fury. We cannot approach it. But as a featherless giant, you might be immune to its gaze. Behold, Black Feathers! Our giant prepares to destroy the guardian! Tremble, Guardian! Our giant approaches!
Enjoy the Guardian! Fly, Exots, fly!
Victory! Victory for the court! Now let us take wing, Black Feathers! Back to the Duke! Our champion returns!
pick the bones clean and plunder the Exarch's hoard. A proud day for the Black Feather Court. Now, the Queen of Chaff sent an emissary requesting a parley. I have a plan to scare her off for good, but I need your help. I know what I said, fledgling! We've not defeated the Exarchs yet. Even now, they clean their plumage and sharpen their beaks. Unless we break the will of their queen, they will always return. This will be your last task. I swear it! Swear! A trick! A bluff! A great crow scheme! Meet me in a building called Incarnatorium.
We're done, right? Where's the key? I think I've been more than accommodating, but I am done taking orders from a talking bird. I'll remain here to guard the entrance, just in case more cultists or Daedra arrive. You just make this quick, all right? You'd better be, with the key and without an obnoxious flying escort, all right?
Queen of Chaff will arrive shortly. We must stun her with my magnificence. Are you ready? Look around. I picked this place for a reason. Pulley and pushy contraptions abound. When the city's wingless servants fiddle with him, the gears turn and pipes creak. I need to convince the Queen of Chaff that these machines serve me, and me alone. Yes! Exactly. A performance. My legs, while svelte and regal, are not strong enough to push and pull these levers. I need you and your meaty hands. When the Exarch's queen witnesses my powers, she will take wing and never return. Of course not! No more time to plan. The queen's entourage approaches. Hide yourself! Hide!
Oh, Duke, you came alone? Foolish. This may be easier than I thought. Show me the key or my murder will tear you apart.
You are the full Chaff Queen. I wield the power of the machines now.
You expect me to believe that? Give me the key or we'll peck you to ribbons.
Behold!
What? Steady, Exarchs. It's just a trick.
Awaken, machines, awaken!
I will not be threatened. I am the Queen of Chaff.
Your doom is nigh. My machines will destroy you.
No! Impossible! Impossible!
Now, Queen of Chaff, you will die!
I yield. Such words. We need
We did it! Victory for the Duke! Big blood for the court! We may have a complication. My. This would be much easier if you had feathers. I have. Kind of. I hid the great prize nearby. But in your zeal to impress me, you threw the switch. Now the the tiniest is blocked. I can fly through, but you will need to take the long way around. North! I will dispatch my proud Knight of Marrow to accompany you. Good luck.
Follow me, crow friend. The shiniest treasure awaits.
Structural integrity. Stay back, my liege. Have at thee. Night, no!
The light switch! Our victory over the Exarchs came at great cost. Quill and Claw, our lost knight, was a true hero. We will not forgive, and we will not forget. I do not know which lock the Shadow plans to poke with the key he stole, but we will help you stop him. Yes! You are as much a member of this court as any crow. Our swift wings and keen eyes are at your disposal. Find the Shadow of Sotha Sea, claim the key he stole, and avenge my Knight of Marrow!
You look haggard. What happened in there? The skeleton key? Nocturnal's key? Damn it. I always suspected, but hoped it wasn't true. That key is a dimensional artifact of unimaginable power. We have to get it back. The Omnivox alarm. Slag it! Someone's breaching the Cognitum Centralis. I have to get back to the Basilica. Meet me there!
What part of sealed don't you understand? The Shadow put a hex on the lift. Perhaps if we had the key you managed to lose?
Here we go again. I told you before, Lord Set would never allow the skeleton key to enter the city. There must be another explanation.
Well, by all means, explain it to me. Just be sure to use small words. I wouldn't want you to strain yourself.
You arrived just in time. I don't know how much more of Devaith and Varuni's bickering I could take. It's as I feared. The Shadow breached the Cognitum Centralis, Lord Set's seat of power. If it reaches the core, if it removes Lord Set from the throne aligned, we can't let that happen. You should steel yourself for the battles ahead. We arrived too late. As soon as the Shadow of Sotha claimed the skeleton key, it slithered into the fundament and sealed all. None. Lord Set designed the Cognitum to be virtually impenetrable. Even so, these whispering shadow cultists move through the city unhindered. I don't know how. Perhaps if we discover how they navigate the city, we can use that against them. I crossed staves with an Argonian mage once. He could leap through shadows, crossing long distances in seconds. Maybe that's the answer? Shadow portals of some kind? We need more information, inside perspective. We have that bastard Gascon jailed in the East Wing. He spent most of his time sulking, but he might speak to you. Of sorts. Our legal system is pretty rudimentary, mostly because we use it so rarely. Infractions result in exile most of the time. But this business with Gascon and Clavicus Vile is a good deal more serious than research sabotage or plagiarism. Not always. Sometimes we mind-lock them in one of our rumination chambers. I suspect that's what awaits our former Chancellor. If we make it through this alive, of course. Cognitive prison. We induce a coma and set the brain on a recursive loop, trapping the condemned in an inescapable mental space. As far as I know, we've only done it 12 times. Better than a summary execution. Remember, I grew up in the Riemann military. Brain jail sounds pretty lenient to me.
You again. I suppose I should thank you for sparing me for all the good it will do. That lumbering pile of scrap Luciana means to lock me in deep storage, I know it! Just leave me to my hand-wringing, all right? Information? I've been locked in this bleak little room since we parted ways. What could I possibly know? I heard the Omnivox squawking earlier. Is that what this is about? It is. The cultists locked you out of the Coggitum, didn't they? I could help you, but I'd need something in return. One of Clavicus Goffin enforces mechanical firing a your contract. Kill this Daedra, bring me the contract, and I'll tell you everything. True, I suppose. Despite what you might think, I love this city. I can't be a party to its destruction. Seek out gloaming gates, impossibly deep pools of shadow. The cultists use them to travel great distances. You can too. I know of two, one east, one west. Look for the hidden caves where the shadows gather. The gates weave in and out of Nocturnal's realm of Evergloam. You can use them to reach your ultimate destination, just as the cultists do. But you must first traverse the Evergloam to find other connecting. Set bless your labors. I mean that. Hate me if you must, but I truly hope you can stop this madness.
Tell me you have something. Gates, of course. My apostles ran down a few rumors about cultists building strange basins on the periphery of the radius, but we never found any of them. How do these gates work? So we'll use the cultists' own pathways against them. Makes sense. Can't say I have any desire to fight my way through a plane of oblivion, but we don't have much of a choice, do we? Did Gascon say where they built these gates? And we have no way to know which will get us to our destination faster. Let's split up. I'll take the western gate, you take the east. Try to navigate the Evergloam. I'll do the same. Hopefully one of us will make it to the Coggitum in time.
By his word, I am bound.
This year, he'll select me for sure. I can feel the gears rotating in my direction.
You're here! Gates closed! Closed! Let me help you with that. Crow friend, I am glad I found you. Just let me catch my... The Duke of Crows sent a spy looking for you. My ache from the efforts. You wish to use the gloaming gates, yes? Well, only crows and shrikes and silly cultists can use them. The mistress keeps them locked. Yes, you need a crow's cunning to use these things. Now, in you go. I will come with you to help you find our brave knight's murderer. You must kill the shadow of the clock god. Kill him, then we'll pick the bones clean. The metal woman. Ah, we help her too, but only because we know you'd be cross if we did not. We think she is stupid and ugly, but a friend of our crow friend is sort of a friend of the Duke, sort of. Now, no more talking. Into the gate. Go! Yes, this is it. Everglow. Follow me. Left, Featherless! Always left! Gates closed! Closed! You'll have to find another way round. Watch your step, Netherless. These stones are near to ruin, just like everything else here. featherless. Now, you go onto the cliffs. Tired! Just a few more stairs to go! Your weapons. One of Nocturnal's Flock Queen's high church.
Your worst night hag. You'll get nothing from me.
No, I will not be interrupted.
Thank you. I'm unaccustomed to being captured. A Shrike captain wouldn't defend just any gate. This back to the city. Follow. I recognize this place. These are the tunnels that lead to the Coggadum. Looks like the factotums put up a fight when the shadow came through. Not enough, it seems. There, the Shadow's ward. Liquid shadows. Some kind of light. I've never seen. Wait, I remember. Lord Sid taught me a spell long ago. He said it would guide me through the darkness one day. I couldn't find a use for it then. But now... Yes, logic and wisdom would part the shadows of doubt. It worked! How could he have known? Never mind. Meet me at the entrance to the Coggadum. We have work to do. I don't often admit surprise, but I'll be candid. That was one of the journeys of my life. I've lived a very, very long time. With the shadow barrier removed, move freely between the breasts and the cognitum again. Now we have Prince to thwart to save. I hope you're ready. Tighten that armor and sharpen your weapons. Entering the cognitum centralis can prove deadly on the best of days. This is far from the best of days. The shadow's got to be approaching the throne. Tighten that armor. Beyond whatever Daedric horrors the shadow left in its wake? The cognitum shifted into its strongbox configuration as soon as the alarm sounded. So now we have to contend with inaccessible platforms, hostile factotums, unleashed fabricants. You know I don't put much stock in hope. Sotha Seal prepares for every conceivable eventuality, but the shadow is Sotha Seal. It's difficult to create countermeasures for yourself. We can't count on Sotha Seal. This task falls to us. Just as I suspected. The defense system locked down the bridge. Slag it! I can use this terminal to unlock it, but the alarm cut the power. Looks like it has 2 charging junctions. I need you to find 2 core pumps. Can you do that? One other thing. There's a master factotum down here called...
Greetings. I am Ios. Please be advised. The sacred cognitum centralis.
Not going to happen, Ios. Try to find the second terminal.
Beginning entity analysis. Error. Entity exists outside known posse points. Transitioning to general reception array. Hello. I am Ios, the Automata Incarnum Overseer System. Master Seal created me to maintain and supervise the substrata operations of Clockwork City. This partition can provide answers to Class 7 queries only. Thank you for your understanding. Assessing threats to Master Seal.
Dreaming. Open window. Sunlight through glass.
Threat analysis prepared. Prospect Numidium. Negative. Prospect Almalexia. Negative. Prospect Erasure. Negative. No existential threat detected. Accessing privatized threat array. Dreaming.
Vision. Eye.
Located. No. Urdra. Unfathomable Mistress of Shadows. Prospect registered. Risk level moderate. Thank you for your concern. Motive evaluation complete. Non-hostile intent confirmed. Assistance threshold increased 20%. I can now provide advice and analysis. A manual override is required to proceed. Lower automata still adhere to trespass protocols. Use caution.
Well done. Now all I need to do is... There. The bridge is clear. I disabled the emergency protocol. It won't shut down the Corps' defenses, but we shouldn't find our path blocked like this again.
Admonition. Many of Master Sill's defenses still conform to strongbox protocols. Risk of severe laceration, incineration, and/or disintegration remains high.
Thanks for the advice. More shadows, even thicker than before. Damn. The shadow banishing spell I used on the lift overtaxed my nerve junctions. We need to find another way through. Try throwing that switch. I see something. Some kind of light burning away the corruption. A lamp, like the one you used to expose the shadow. Another switch. Try it out. When Sill saved me, he said I would shine a light one day. Could this be... Questions for another time. Let's keep moving.
Follow me, are you? Brave and foolish.
More shadows. Let's hope Sotha Seal had the foresight to install those lamps here, too.
To banish my... Relish the victory while you can. It will take more than lamps to keep me from the throne alive.
Memory artifact registered. Cognitive required.
too.
Routine diagnostic. Greetings. This partition governs all axle and gate controls. How can I assist you? Evaluating access petition. Streaming.
On glass. Oh.
Access granted. Please make swift progress to the throne room. Patron detected.
Another gate. Dan, we've got to find the release.
I will unlock this fool from the throne and claim what's mine.
Unseat the real Soka Seal. We cannot let him get
See, I'll have with you to complete my task. Face the darkness.
creatures away from the shadow. Where did you... What are you doing?
Never mind where I came from. I'm keeping Seal alive, you are true. And the shadow escape.
Just hurry. I can't hold the light for long.
Even now, at the end, you addicted more.
Here! Nocturnal!
Why do you struggle so? Do you not see? Hopeless. Sleep now. Give in to the dark.
But, comrade, you have to
says, unlock the throne! Free Sotha Seal!
Clockwork City shall bear your weight no longer. Be gone.
You achieve nothing, little godling. The Triad lose upon Somerset shores. All that is shall be ours.
Well done, my friend. Now enough theatrics, Luciana. On your feet. Luciana?
We should return to the surface. This is no place for mortals. Prisoner. At last. You are early. Or perhaps late. It makes little difference. I'm glad you've come. Tamriel owes you a debt. Restored, yes. I reclaimed my shadow, and with it, knowledge of what transpired and what's to come. But those calculations will keep. I owe you a boon. Service, like all equations, demands precise reciprocity. I wonder, what would you ask of me? Clever. At another time, in another place, I would gladly part with it. In truth, I have no interest in Daedric baubles. Unfortunately, the Shadow Queen still lurks on our threshold. I must send this key away, farther than your feet can carry you. Altruism, a rare trait. Luciana will die. If not here and now, then elsewhere and later. I can delay her death if you wish, but to what end? Consider carefully. Luciana means a great deal to me, but grief cannot be avoided, only deferred. Power? Interesting. Power to what end, I wonder? Ask and you shall have it. It is done. The recalibration may take some time, but the Proctor will make a full recovery. I know she will put this gift to good use. Please, take this as well. A token from a strange. I spent lifetimes here in the world of tangible forms, but each time I emerge from the throne, it's like I'm seeing it for the first time. Broken, impoverished, beautiful. It seems I must delay my work for a time. When I reclaimed my shadow, I learned a great deal. Daedric plots, alliances and betrayals, the return of things lost in time, the loss of things the world thought certain. I have much to do. In the short term, I need Devaith Fear. He took his leave to attend to matters outside my fortress. I wish to speak with both of you in a more private setting. Please find Fear, and then meet me at the elegiac replication. We will speak in time. First, find Devaith Fear. I wish for both of you to meet me at the elegiac replication, a memorial south of here. Our discussion should be away from prying eyes and ears, even those of my own people.
Sotha Seal? Is he... Thank the gears. The people. My people. They're safe. He knew. He knew this would happen. He said I would shine a light one day. Do you see? Everything built to this. Everything. Every battle, every sorrow. It finally makes sense. You asked him that? After all the impatience I showed you, the bad temper? I guess I shouldn't be surprised. I've never met a more altruistic soul. Still, I'm not sure even Sotha Seal could save me this time. I feel it in my bones. This is how I end. Perhaps you're right. You know, I asked Sotha Seal to spare someone close to me long ago. He refused. Now I see. I understand. I'll try to make your choice mean something. You have my word.
Greetings.
Ah, my erstwhile companion. You look coherent. Pulls Daedric temper for lasting effects. I'm impressed. Baffled, but impressed. Already? I expected him to wait at least a week before summoning me. Seal's concept of time bears only a faint resemblance to our own. You should set out. I'll be along shortly. You didn't, though. Bully for you. In truth, I sought an alternate route to the throne, through the Everglow. Unfortunately, Nocturnal detected my presence immediately. One of the few burdens of near-divine power. I'm difficult to miss. Trapped? No. Impeded, perhaps? Fortunately, Nocturnal's attention turned to you and the good Proctor when you defeated the Shadow. It gave me the opportunity to point to the object of fury. I found the throne, the rectory. Taking it all in, I suppose. Surely you won't begrudge me a moment of vulnerability. This place, it is something. I sent her in any time soon, if at all. When you've lived as long as I have, that actually starts to mean something.
Thank you both for coming.
Of course, old friend. You seem troubled. Than usual, I mean.
Perceptive, as always. I do not wish to diminish your achievement, but Nocturnal's defeat here will be more. She does not act alone. A third at the edge of my sight. Their cover fixed.
You'll need to prepare.
I will inform them personally. I have a separate task for you, Devaith. Take the skeleton key. Keep it hidden for as long as you can. I trust that this task pleases you. All your love of such trinkets is what brought you here in the first place.
Sometimes I wonder if much. I will keep.
Well, Devaithfir, we'll begin. I haven't visited this memorial for centuries, but even I need reminders every now and again. Do you like this place? It took me the better part of a decade to perfect it. Every stone and flower tells a story. Tales of how things were, how they ought to be. I thought about destroying it on more than one occasion. I'm glad I didn't. I know. Ask and I will answer truthfully. Just know that the truth often fails to satisfy. I sometimes ask myself the same thing. May I confess something to you? I suffer from a peculiar ailment. Shall I describe it? I bear the cruel weight of certainty. Total, absolute, relentless certainty. People rarely comprehend the luxury of doubt, the freedom that comes with indecision. I envy you. But such questions are flaccid. Indulgences that come and go in an instant. The truth is, my actions, both good and evil, are inevitable, locked in time, determined by chains of action and consequence. Compelled. This city serves a noble goal, the redemption of Tamriel, the unification of competing forces, the destruction of the Daedra. Unfortunately, it is an endeavor built upon a lattice of corpses. Betrayal, untold horrors. Do you understand? Then I pity you. You expect something grand, but I promised you the truth. I am only what time and circumstance made me. Son of a lost house, friend to a fallen king. Some will tell you that we are the product of our choices. I've never found that to be the case. I am whatever the people need me to be. A guardian, an oppressor. For some, too distant. For others, too meddlesome. I am the canvas upon which they paint their dreams and resentments. A vessel for their hopes and doubts. A mirror, nothing more. I don't. But my companions, Vivek and Almalexia, see their divinity as essential. Godhood brings them joy and purpose. They find meaning in the theatrical. Who am I to deprive them of that? Almalexia defies symbol analysis. I doubt she could even describe herself accurately. To understand Almalexia, you must first understand the value of fiction. Vivek fancies himself the poet, but in truth, AM is the greatest storyteller. Vivek knows the boundaries that separate fact from fiction. He knows them so well that he's learned how to break them. He exists inside his verse, but recognizes the lies, the contradictions. He both does and does not believe his own tales. She believes her tales implicitly, as does everyone else. Her capacity for deception appears limitless. She sows lies like a master gardener sows seeds, and the harvest of trust and adulation is breathtaking in scope. Not in the slightest. As I said, we are All of us bound by our nature. Almalexia does what she does because she cannot do otherwise. It will not end well. But then, even the best endings rarely bring joy. I instructed Devaith to run from the... Do you like this? I know. I instructed... Nocturnal was not present when the princes signed the Cold Harbor Compact. Thus she flouts its restrictions. Now, this is important. Nocturnal does not act alone. 2 other princes lie in wait. Clavicus Vile and Mafala. Defeated? Forgive my candor, but Clavicus Vile cannot be defeated through force of arms. Neither can Mafala. I have preparations to make outside my Clockwork realm. You must stay vigilant. Take heed of any Daedric incursions and stand ready to fight. The prisoner wields great power, making reality of metaphor. We will need you before the end. A fool's hope, perhaps. I should explain. Look around you. All of this exists because it must exist. I stand here, in this place, in this moment, not because I wish to, but because I have to. A result of action and consequence. Clever, but incorrect. The prisoner must apprehend 2 critical insights. First, they must face the reality of their imprisonment. They must see the determinative walls, the chains of causality that bind them to their course. I have, but I fall short of the second insight. The prisoner must see the door to their cell. They must gaze through the bars and perceive that which exists beyond causality, beyond time. Only then can they escape. I see only unsteady walls. If the people of Tamriel must exist inside this cell, I will make sure that the walls are stable, the gaps are sealed, and all who remain stay safe within it. You expect something grand, but I promised you the truth. I am what... I don't. But Vivek is my brother. He knows my struggles, and I know his. That knowledge makes our relationship complicated. To truly know someone is as much a curse as it is a blessing. Regret. We are bound by that, at least. He also suffers a kind of enslavement. Not unlike my own, in fact. Beauty holds the keys to his shackles. Beauty and a love of great works, great heights. His appetites are insatiable, thus his despair. Yes, a poet's despair. Vivek craves radical freedom, the death of all limits and restrictions. He wishes to be all things at all times. Every race, every gender, every hero, both divine and finite. But in the end, he can only be Vivek. Not even remotely. Look to Devaith to run from that is to come. Now, I urge you to run toward it. Long ago I brokered a truce with the princes of Oblivion. This pact bound 8 princes to an oath that they would never again set foot on Tamriel. Nocturnal was not present when the princes signed the Cold Harbor Compact. Thus she flouts its restrictions. Now, this is important. Nocturnal does not act alone. Defeated. I have preparations to make outside my Clockwork realm. You must... I indeed. Held. Then I pity you. I've met few heroes like you. Very few. I take this matter of the Triad upon myself, but in truth, you may be the one that saves us. The prisoner who frees the world. We shall see. Farewell.